Because this is live and I can do such things, I just realized the USB mixer was on, so you guys couldn't hear me do any of that stuff. Sorry about that. Wow, I'm a bit of a wreck tonight. Yeah, we're doing the Nintendo thing. I'm Charlie from Wicked Studios. Let's try this again, shall we? Wow, a bit of a mess tonight. Come on, go. Alright, we're pushing the switches here, something fierce. 0% surprised, but Rocket League, like that was a known thing. I don't know. Rocket League doesn't always run great on the more powerful consoles. I'm kind of curious how well it runs on Switch. And I assume there'll be a Nintendo hat, or a Mario hat. Alright, again, poking. 120. I don't get why Nintendo came out and announced all that Pokemon stuff right before E3. I really don't at this point. Splatoon? Where the fuck are they playing Splatoon? I get the Switch's whole thing is go everywhere and all that jazz, but I own a Switch. I feel very uncomfortable taking that place out anywhere except like on a plane or something, because it's kind of big and very stealable in my opinion. But I might just be paranoid on that topic.
The game is fun. The game is a battle. If it's not fun, why bother? If it's not a battle, where's the fun? It's a test that you pass or a quest that you fail. A race against time. Fun and battle always locked together. But the game is also something else.
Every year they bring Reggie out to do this stuff, and every year I am confused exactly what they're trying to get out of this.
Feel, an exploration. Close your focus and open your mind. Yes, the journey requires the right ticket.
Free your mind.
And that ticket is Nintendo Switch. But in the end, it's not just where you can take your game. It's where your game can take you. So let's go.
The joys are pre-rendered.
Story goes that when the world was young, everyone in Alres lived on the World Tree, together with our Divine Father, the Architect. They called that paradise Elysium.
It's not Xenogears, that looked different. Similar style, though. Ship's kind of cool.
You're a blade.
As the driver of the Aegis, can you take me to Elysium?
I'm in. Let's go to Elysium. I'll take you there myself.
she just turn into... No, okay, no, I thought they were gonna make her turn into a sword there for a second.
Cover me!
Got it!
This just doesn't look good. Maybe I'm spoiled in a year where I got to play Persona 5, but this just...
We'll show you. We'll show you what me and
I don't get it. Like, the graphics kind of look bad, and they haven't shown up anything that looks cool yet. It's just... Yep.
Now that you have come this far, there can be no turning back.
You and that sword can't be.
This is a weird game to start off the press conference with, because it feels weirdly underwhelming. Or not press conference, a showcase with. It's just kind of like, yep, here's the game. Environments don't look great. Discuss how terrible. I hope it's a 3DS game, because if this is a Switch game, this is not looking great for a Switch game.
What's the matter?
Even by Switch game standards, there's some pretty decent looking Switch games.
I won't use that power, and I won't let you use it either.
If you know what you desire, you will have to show it. Not with words, but with your own strength. Everyone, let's go!
I thought Xenoblade was the thing with the... There's this Xenoblade period, not Chronicles, was the thing with the mech. That was okay, but...
Sometimes
I only played against giant mechs.
A sword swinging, fire wielding, stone cold hero with an insatiable appetite.
Kirby? Ooh, Kirby! I'm not sure I'd call Kirby a stone cold hero. Okay, it kind of looks like Kirby and the, what was it, the Crystal Curse or something? That appears to be a friendly... Wait, what? You can recruit enemies. It's got some, like, power fusing, which kind of reminds me of what was Crystal Curse or something. Crystal Chronicles. The Nintendo 64 one, where you could merge powers so that double up on a power, which is some cool stuff. Okay, it's got co-op. And weird wheel powers. Can't they just make a goddamn normal-ass Kirby game at this point? Wispy Woods is having none of your shit now. Okay. And doesn't come out till next year.
Hi everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo.
I don't feel like
hope
we've
you've been
shown a
enjoying the
single
journey
game
with
yet for my
Nintendo
Switch
Switch
that
so
comes
far.
out this year, and
When I found out that Nintendo Switch is
Eh.
being accepted by video game fans from all over the world as a home console that could be taken with you anywhere, I felt so
I think accepted is a
relieved.
kind of strong word. Purchased,
Take Switch outside,
looked for,
come together,
reviewed.
and
These are all
share the
appropriate reactions
experience.
to the Switch.
This idea
I'm
was
not sure
how we
accepted.
hoped
There aren't enough
people would
games
play
to
with
accept it
Nintendo
yet.
Switch.
Yeah, it's
But
typical.
people are coming up with many creative ways to play, in all kinds of places, in many more ways than we expected. This summer, Nintendo and its third-party partners will release many multiplayer games that can be played anytime, anywhere, and with anyone. We hope there will be many heated competitions that will be ignited by Nintendo Switch. Now, we'll continue our look at even more new game worlds for Nintendo Switch. But before we do, there is one announcement we'd like to share from our very special friend. Please take a look.
Hi
Ah,
everyone,
Pokemon guys.
I'm Tsunekazu Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Just the other day, we announced that Pokken Tournament Deluxe is coming to Nintendo Switch. This is the latest version of the premier Pokemon fighting game. Two people can dive
I think my
right
stance
into
on this
battle
has softened
using two
some. I
Joy-Con
really did like
controllers.
Pokken an awful
So you
lot,
can
and
experience heated Pokemon
actually no, it
battles
hasn't. I
with
like
just
Pokken an
one
awful lot,
Nintendo
but I have
Switch
no
console.
real desire to buy it a
There
second
are
time.
some fresh additions, including new Pokemon, and this deluxe version of the game will be on display at E3 for attendees
There are some
to
new
play.
guys, I guess.
I have one more announcement. Game Freak has begun developing a core RPG Pokemon title on Nintendo Switch. It may not release for more than a year, but we hope you'll look forward to it.
This
all
feels
the
like too
same.
little too late, especially after that whole
In the meantime,
Sun and
let's
Moon,
enjoy this
Ultra,
year's
Omega,
E3.
whatever it was, where it's like, hey, we're really re-releasing
Ishihara-san,
the old
thank
game,
you very much.
but still not for the new
We
thing.
heard that the Pokemon series is being developed for Nintendo Switch. What kind of Pokemon game will we be able to play on Nintendo Switch?
Hopefully a
I'm
good
looking
one.
forward to it myself.
Or a
At
normal
this year's
Pokemon
E3,
game and
we're
not
mostly
some
showing
weird,
games that will be released in
gimmicky
2017.
something or other.
But please know that here at Nintendo, we're working on many forms of entertainment that can only be made possible on Nintendo Switch. We hope you look forward to them as well. Now let's continue on with the journey with Nintendo Switch.
Huh? Oh, shit! Samus! Metroid! Come on this year, come on. So, they just decided to make this. That's not coming out for at least 2 years. Not even a 2018 release. Like, yeah, we'll think about it and cancel it before we get too invested. Yeah. We'll see in Metroid, we'll see. Okay, Papercraft. Shy Guy. Fuzzy, felt-looking Yoshi still. And Cardboard Land. It's not quite Yarn Yoshi, it's like... weird new aiming thing? So I took a little Big Planet aesthetic and made it better. Got it. That's kind of cool. Skull things. Okay, co-op again. Or, yeah, co-op at least. I'm digging the aesthetic. While I was not a huge fan of Yoshi's Woolly World, it was cute, and the kind of art style was pretty damn cool. This has a similar feel to it, where it's unique. Like, it's not, this game is still not for me, really. But I'm digging the art style for it. That's actually pretty fucking cool. I don't get how the aiming works. Yep, another game not coming out this year. That's a pretty okay looking dragon.
Mother's in danger!
If she's up there, then...
You two must keep going. No, I'm coming with you.
Fire Emblem? He guesses, having not played much of that franchise. Gotta be Fire. Yeah, Fire Emblem.
I am Marth, the Prince of Altea. We've come here to save you.
So it's like Fire
Remember that you
Emblem
can rely on your
All-Stars,
friends.
essentially?
We're with you.
Get it together, you two. If you can't do this, who can?
You fought your way this far. There's nothing you two can't do.
No matter the danger, we can overcome it if we're working together.
This
All
stuff
right,
is pretty cool.
let's move out.
Working
got
together,
a style
we can
to
finish
it.
this.
Now, is it a Switch, 3DS, or a mobile game? Fire Emblem Warriors. Oh, got it. Like Dynasty Warriors and some of the other stuff they've done. Right, didn't put them together fast enough.
I'm the Legend of Zelda series producer, Eiji Aonuma. You may have already heard about it during Bethesda's showcase that was held a few days ago. It was announced that select Zelda items will appear in the Nintendo Switch version of Skyrim. I'm really looking forward to exploring Skyrim with the
More
Master
bad
Sword in
looking Link.
hand. Oh, when did this Master Sword get in my hand? Next up, we'll take a look at the DLC packs for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the
Okay,
Wild. Let us take you on a
this
new
was a big
Hyrule
deal to
adventure.
people. It has been a big topic for some people. So it's joys of computers. For some reason, I thought some of this stuff was already out, but I guess not. For some reason, I thought the first DLC was out. Okay, that I think it was like $20 for both combined. That's actually got some stuff going on. Question is, do they detail the second one as part of this? I'm still struck by just how much I think that guy is Falco. Not her, the blue hawk dude. Huh. Hang on. Even though we're not live, we're having problems. Oh, goody. And we're back. No accounting for internet. That did a fantastic job of showing nothing! Okay,
What did you think?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
For
actually
Wii U.
have one more announcement that I'd like to share. The 4 champions that appeared in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be available as amiibo. The Zora champion, Mipha. The Goron champion, Daruk. The Rito champion, Rivali. And the Gerudo champion, Urbosa.
Those are
You'll be able to use
actually
these 4
real
amiibo
solid
in The Legend
amiibos.
of Zelda Breath
Last
of the Wild.
one, not so much. It looks kind of a little
Of
weird
course,
in
you'll
the
be able
face,
to use
but
these in the DLC
Zora
packs
one's
that you
pretty
just
cool.
saw, so please look
as is
forward to
the
them.
Goron one.
This changes the game.
You said that
Travel the
already,
world.
Reggie.
Bring people together. Play anywhere with anyone. If video gaming is a journey, then anywhere has to include a stop right here in LA during E3. This is Magic Week, where booths buzz and channels glow, where the game worlds you've heard about suddenly spring into life. And this summer, a new kind of heated competition ignites right on Nintendo Switch. It kicks off later today with the Splatoon 2 World Inkling Invitational, which brings teams from the Americas, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan to see whose colorful skills are the best. Tomorrow, the Pokken Invitational will be held.
Okay.
You might recognize some of our 8 competitors who'll be duking it out in heated battles.
I would watch the Pokken one.
Later on Wednesday,
Not sure about
we'll
Splatoon.
see 8 players throw punches in the fun and competitive game ARMS,
Which isn't even
which
out
launches
yet.
later this week. 4 of our players will be pros, and the other 4 will be E3 attendees who rise to the top by battling on the show floor. If you're going to E3, we hope you'll accept the challenge. And no matter where you are, be sure to catch up with Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 for all the details and
That's
news
a
about
fantastic
Nintendo
way to
Switch
get wrecked
and
on some
3DS.
Nintendo stream.
But now, there are a few more worlds left to visit on our journey before we land in the booth. Let's
They haven't
go.
shown Mario yet, have they? And more rabbits, or rabbits.
Ubisoft is proud to announce its new Rabbids game, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and it will be developed exclusively
Look, I'm watching this out of
for
order.
the
I should have
Nintendo
done the
Switch.
Ubisoft one
The
first.
Rabbids' crazy personalities
suspect they mentioned
and
these weirdos here
unpredictable
there as well.
behavior will shine as they arrive in a reimagined and twisted Mushroom Kingdom. They will surprise you in this tactical
Mario with a gun is
adventure
still weird as hell.
filled with combat and exploration. Mario and his friends will join them in an epic quest to put the kingdom back in order. We can't wait for you to play the game on August 29th.
I know some people really love the Rabbids. I am not one of those people. I find them incredibly off-putting. But at the same time, I would totally buy a Piranha Plant amiibo at this point. Didn't you already show off Rocket League, or was it in your opening? Okay. Okay. Got Mario hat. I don't feel like
On behalf of
the
everyone here at
Switch
Planet
is
X,
going to
we're
be the
extremely
competitive
excited to
hub
announce that
for Rocket
Is
League.
indeed coming to Nintendo Switch.
I could be
We know
wrong,
that both
but
the Rocket League and Switch communities have wanted it, and now we're going to release it. Complete with cross-network support that lets you play against opponents on other platforms.
The Switch version will have all the features and modes we've released thus far, plus exclusives like local wireless multiplayer, Mario and Luigi hats for customizing your car, and new
is this
exclusive
the first
cards we'll
mobile
talk
version
about
of it? I
later
guess
this
it
year.
probably
Look for
is,
Rocket
because
League
it
on
wouldn't have come
Nintendo
to the
Switch this
MDS, or the 3DX, the 2DS, and it highly doubt it came to the Vita. Monster Hunter? No, we're on to T-Rex for Monster Hunter. Finally, what we've always wanted. A Mario... damn. I was gonna say Jurassic Park starring Mario Jurassic Park.
Here we go, off the rails.
Okay.
But you know it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never
I
knew.
still love Pimp Bowser. Oh, so Bowser now is an evil hat? Or...
You could say my hat is off to you.
What?
Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon. Oh, this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me. Oh yeah.
Does his hat go back to not being...
It's time to jump up in the air.
What?
Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away.
He can use his hat to possess people?
Just
What?
I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high.
So, what happens when Mario throws his hat onto Bowser?
You know that you're my superstar.
This is
No one else can
kind of cool.
this far. I'm flipping the switch. Get ready for this song. Let's do the Odyssey.
Okay, actually, historically not a huge Mario fan. Consider me intrigued at this point. Threw his hat on a cab, and a real person, or one of the weird Donk City people, and My head hurts at this point. That's a lot of mechanic for a Mario game. And a lot of, okay, out soon. Out by October. Or out end of October. And that is it. Not gonna lie, actually. Significantly more impressed with Nintendo than I expected to be. That was a strong press conference. I was kind of expecting, well, a significantly weaker one. I still don't totally get why a week before E3 they came out and announced a ton of Pokemon stuff. Maybe they're really trying to keep it down to a tight half hour. The new Yoshi game looks cute and charming. They've intrigued me with a Mario game for the first time, well, ever. I still don't care about the Zelda game. It's nice that they announced they're making a new Metroid Prime game. At the same time, not even slapping it coming out next year on it means that game's probably just started development, like they said. Happy for new Kirby. I think I got lots of promises of, hey, here comes stuff. Maybe not necessarily here's gonna be stuff. Like, it has a weird feeling of like, hey, you bought that Switch, we got Mario coming out this year, and Splatoon, and ARMS, and a bunch of other games you already own, and like, the buzz on ARMS is, it's okay, maybe. It's not clear how well that game will take off, and Splatoon will be Splatoon, and at the same time, I'm kind of happy to see Pokken Tournament get a second life in it, because that game's real cool, and I suspect it will do a little bit better on the Switch than it did the Wii U, because not many people own Wii U's, but as someone who genuinely likes that game a lot and really enjoys watching it, I'm having a hard time envisioning a world where, well, I buy that game a second time, even though I spent a lot of time with Nintendo, it feels justifying the ownership of my Switch, and this did not make me feel a hell of a lot better about my Switch ownership. Like, they showed off some very Nintendo things, which is what you have to do, but a lot of those Nintendo things weren't coming out for a year at minimum, and even then, like, the Yoshi game looks cute as hell. I will buy that because I suspect my girlfriend wants to play that because she was a huge fan of Yoshi's Woolly World. But at the same time, that could have been fine on a Wii U. Like, it's... As someone who's, it's going to sound terrible, as an adult who doesn't necessarily always want the cutesy stuff and really does like Nintendo, used to like Nintendo a lot, it's kind of... I don't know, this was a very strong press conference from people that I wasn't totally sure were going to put on a strong press conference this year, because it hasn't totally felt like they have a lot in the hopper left to show off at this point, because the console's out there, but also there's nothing to play on the console, and I don't know, like, they needed to show, they showed some cool stuff, and I needed more out of this. Like, I needed to be like, okay, that looks cool, and that looks cool, and that looks cool. And, like, coming off the Sony stuff where apparently stuff like Monster Hunter, stuff that's been Nintendo console for a while that was, like, part of, like, okay, I'm getting to Switch to play Monster Hunter on a realer console than typical handheld. And they're not getting that. Monster Hunter's going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One apparently now. It's... the stuff that kind of drew me in that wasn't Nintendo-centric, like, this was just Nintendo, and that's not totally surprising, but at the same time, I don't know, like, it's, I want stuff that's exclusive to Nintendo's product, but not necessarily Nintendo, that, like, there's been lots of stuff, like, there's no mention of Smash Brothers as part of this, which, that's an easy, they're really releasing so many things, like, there's an obvious, and I can't believe I'm advocating for this, like, Smash Brothers should have come over, like, there were so many games that could have been launch games for the Switch that were just like, hey, the Wii U version didn't do great because the Wii U didn't do great, but here's, like, the Game of the Year edition with all the DLC characters of Smash. Like, the fact that we got the Mario Kart 8 re-release so far after the Switch's launch is kind of strange, because that could have been a super strong launch, yeah, with a bunch of re-releases, but a bunch of re-releases for off of console no one played. So, surprisingly strong for Nintendo, but I don't know. Like, that Mario game actually looks kind of cool with the ability to mind control stuff with the hat, but I'm not sure it's enough for me to feel good about owning a Switch. And I'm not saying I need to feel good, but I also need to feel like I'm looking at my Switch right now, kind of amongst all my other consoles, and I haven't plugged the power switch back into it since I last took it on the road, and I don't foresee ARMS comes out next week as of this recording, or as of the stream, and I have no reason between now and then to plug that in as best I can tell. I don't know. I'm coming off this feeling intrigued but not excited, and I guess I kind of wanted to feel excited about Nintendo this year because they got some momentum. The Switch is doing well, allegedly, and numbers seem to support that allegedness. So, yeah, still solid, but not as solid as I guess I wanted it to be. I'm Charlie of Sun Wicked Studios. If you liked our video, if you liked the stream, thank you for tuning in, and you can find us on YouTube and a variety of other places. If you're joining us from one of our various non-YouTube or Twitch-based stream locations, thanks for tuning in. You can find us primarily on YouTube. That's where most of our stuff goes up. It goes up 4 times a week. I apologize for all the weird stream issues. If you're catching an archive of this, chances are I edited that out some. I don't know how motivated I am to fix that just yet. It could be a fun, hey, streaming is hard set of moments. But, yeah, thanks for tuning in. And, yeah, that was Nintendo.